Hi, and welcome to my PhysioFusion program. Today, we're going to do a series of exercises to improve your posture, balance, strength, mobility, flexibility, and stability. These exercises should be done daily. And if you are having any problems with any of them, it's a good idea to check out my other DVDs that have exercises targeted to each region of the body. Now we want to lengthen and stretch your lower back. So imagine you're walking your legs down the floor, stretching one leg out and then stretching the other leg out. Lengthening your hips and your back. Trying to keep your ribs flat as you do that as well. Now bending the knees up, reaching one arm across to the side, keeping your hips still and reaching across to the hand. Reaching the other arm across and reaching to the hand. This exercise will help improve the mobility in your middle back. This time, we're going to keep our upper body still and move the legs side to side. So moving the knees to the side and then draw the lower tummy into the center. Legs to the side and then draw the lower tummy into the center, keeping the ribs flat. Standing next to a wall, we're going to hold onto the wall and just bend at the hips rather than the lower back. Turn your palm so that it faces out and just let your neck and arm hang. Gently swing your arm forwards and backwards, relaxing the neck and shoulder muscles. If you do get pain in your shoulder, just make sure that you only do this to the point of pain, that you don't force any movements at all. Then moving your arm in and out across your body. A few circles to the outside. And circles to the inside. To stretch our bottom muscle, we're going to cross the outside leg over the opposite knee and pull the leg up. Keeping the shoulders down, still remembering to do that sideways breathing. So you should feel a stretch in your bottom over here. If you're finding this difficult, you can wrap a towel around your leg and use your arms to help pull it up. Place your TheraBand around your foot and straighten your knee. Trying to keep your bottom on the mat and pulling your leg up. So we're trying to stretch the hamstring muscle at the back of the leg. Bend the knee, straighten it, and pull the leg up a little bit further. Trying to keep your pelvis flat. Bend the knee, straighten the knee, and pull the leg up a bit further. Stand facing the wall with one foot in front of the other. Bend the front knee and keep the back leg straight. Keeping your feet parallel and holding for a few seconds. Bend the front knee, keep the back leg straight, holding for a few seconds. And coming back up. It's important to make sure that your head's in the right position before you stretch it. So put one hand on the shoulder, thumb on the chin, just to make sure that your head's in line with your shoulders. Place your other hand behind your back, drawing the shoulder down, placing the hand on the head and pull the head away from the shoulder, dropping the opposite shoulder down, making sure that you're feeling a stretch through the muscles in your neck, but that you're not putting too much pressure on the joints on the opposite side. So we're wanting to pull the muscle away from the ear and the shoulder. Turning down towards the armpit, dropping the shoulder down. And making sure that your head and bottom are in line, bending the knees up so that your heels are in line with your bottom. Keeping your ankles together, squeezing your bottom cheeks and lifting your knee up. Holding for a few seconds and lowering down. Squeezing your bottom cheeks together, lifting the knee up and lowering it down. Standing on one leg, shifting your weight across to one leg and trying to balance, taking your hands off the wall. Now we're going to strengthen our thigh muscles sitting down into a chair. So keeping your heels in line with the bony bits of your bottom, knees in line with your second and third toes, and heels and little toes in line. Making sure that your pelvis is vertical. Making sure that you don't tuck your bottom under as you sit down. So we want to bend at the hips, sticking the bottom towards the back of the chair, keeping the knees turned out over the second and third toes, and sitting down and coming back up. Keeping the knees turned out, bending at the hips and sitting down and coming back up. Using your set of hand weights, bend over, take your arm back and straighten your elbow. Bending the elbow with the palm facing up. When we walk, we want to keep the knees over the second and third toes, and we want to keep the pelvis still. Many people tend to roll their knees in when they walk, and that results in premature arthritis and often people needing to have an early knee replacement. If we can strengthen the muscles in our bottom and in the arches of our feet, that will help us keep our knees turned out over the second and third toes instead of the knees rolling in. And trying to keep our core muscles activated to keep our pelvis still. Following on from our walking, we need to strengthen the legs a little bit more by doing some step-ups. So place your step next to the wall so that you can use it for balance. It's important that you keep your heels in line with the bony bits of your bottom and your heels and little toes in line. When we step up, we want to try and keep the knees turned out over the second and third toes. So holding onto the wall for balance, stepping up, keep the heel and little toe in line, keeping the knee in line with the second and third toes and the hips facing forward. Just keep that leg on the step and step back down again, holding onto the wall. So place the ball behind your back and slowly move the ball from side to side and up and down. If you find a sore spot or a tight spot, rest on it for a few seconds and try to breathe and make the muscles relax. If the muscles aren't relaxing, just get it a little bit closer to the wall so that you're not putting so much pressure on the ball. Moving the ball down a little bit further, making sure that the ball is on the muscles, not the spine, because we're trying to relax the muscles around the spine.